Steph 215, and I'm joined by.
Yo, 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 it's your boy Free Truth Radio. We on the radio, man. We on 98.5 FM WJYN Uptown Philly.org. Definitely go on YouTube. Check us out, WJYN. What you get? You can ask Alexa.
You
I
can
know,
ask Alexa to stream.
yes, everybody got those nice devices in
Oh,
the
wait, wait,
house.
wait. We also on the onlineradiobox.com.
Yes. We need everybody who knows go tune in, go check it out, man. We excited.
Yes, very excited. It's
Yeah,
here. Today is the day. The first show.
man.
It's been a long journey, has it not?
Patient and humble. I have a tattoo that says patient and humble. I'm not patient and humble, but I got it to follow that path, and this has definitely been a patient and humble ride, but it's definitely worth it for the cannabis community. Um,
Ready to
so
get started?
Lady Steph. So what we doing, Lady Steph? Introduce this officially. So what is we doing, Lady Steph? This
We're going to
is
talk about what the show is going to be, what we envision for the show. So, GAS is an acronym. It stands for God Accelerated Standards. We want to highlight people in our local area that are doing positive things in the community. If you have a food drive, coat drive, you mentor young people, or you provide some type of work study access to those that are disadvantaged, those types of events we want to highlight. But we also speak on cannabis.
yes.
We will talk about cannabis, what it is, what to look for, how to do edibles, where to get it, what you should expect, how it feels, and why it's being fought so hard today against chemicals, against big pharma.
But we want to erase
Stigma.
the negative stigma that our government has placed onto cannabis. When once they found out that cannabis was used to heal, what they did was they outlawed it, and
Exactly.
and then they put upon us the petroleum based uh, medicines. So what they did was they stopped you know our drug to sell their drug. So you got Tylenol, Excedrin, Bear. You got all of these man-made drugs that causes side effects. So they might, you know, take care of whatever, at the moment when you got your headache, but you don't know what side effects it has down the road. And for years and decades, now all of a sudden, now the government is starting to allow cannabis to be legalized in these states, right?
Cannabis has always been used. It's just at the forefront of it being allowed recreational. So understand this about the government. Legal doesn't always mean right. It's just legal, meaning that it's allowed. We know that cannabis is right. Cannabis is mentioned in many religious texts and historical books of how it was used and what it was used for. And the fact that it can cover a lot of ailments and issues. It combats big pharma. So they try to put a hold on that, introduce different dyes into your food and items and ingredients that you can't even pronounce because they know the long-term effects on you psychologically, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So, but cannabis doesn't do that. It corrects and makes things so much better. As a cannabis patient, I can say that cannabis has been, I won't say a godsend. I found cannabis when I needed to find it because it's always been here.
Got you. Only reason why people, from my perspective of it, is they starting to really pay attention to it is because within the last 2 decades or so, we have cancer, and
Correct.
people have been diagnosed with cancer has been using cannabis to get through it or to get better. So what's happening is, people that's in these positions of the laws, if their aunt or their uncle got cancer and their aunt and their uncle needed cannabis to get better, they allowed that to happen because at the end of the day, they wanted that person to live.
Right. It's about saving your life. And chemo does not do that. I know
doesn't.
that that's an option. Hopefully, from listening to this show, you would implement the use of cannabis, whether it's via THC or CBD, or topical, or edible, or you drink it, or it's a salve, or it's a lotion, or you put it in your food.
Right.
See how versatile cannabis is?
You know, when I was a young kid growing up, it was, oh, you smoking that weed. It was that was looked at as something bad. No matter how good of a kid I was, because I chose to smoke, that was like,
You're doing
oh,
the wrong thing.
I'm good, but only thing I do wrong is smoke, because the world placed that on us as something that's wrong. Now you have people such as myself, who I have a medical cannabis card. People, use cannabis to treat ailments.
Mhm.
So, now it's starting to be looked at as something positive, only because I think in my eyes that now the government is allowing it to be in dispensaries and to be in these certain stores and certain
Oh, no,
things.
wait. They have always known about it. They hold the patent. That's why it's taking so long for it to be legalized. They're in control of the patent. They know it works, but they don't want you to know that it works.
Well,
And they want to restrict access.
right. Then we got the other side of it, where as though, you got people who they don't even know what they smoking, right? This is my point of it. I do something on YouTube called the Road Certified Show,
Yes.
where I like to pick different strands and talk about those strands. Is it a sativa? Is it a hybrid? Is it an indica? A lot of people get introduced to cannabis, and the way they get introduced to it is probably by the most strong indica. Most people's introduction into cannabis is with indicas, where they get so high and then they paranoid, and then they might not like it.
It depends. Everybody don't smoke. Some people try it via edible, which is a lot more potent and a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. If you eat an edible, depending on the strength, you could be high from 2 hours to the next day.
See, that's another thing
You
that
could wake up still feeling the effects of cannabis, whereas though Tylenol is what, every 4 to 6 hours?
right, 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 right,
Mhm.
right. See, that's another
Yeah.
thing. I'm not an edible guy, because you can eat those edibles, and then as soon as you eat the edible, you don't know when it's going to kick in. I recently learned that uh, people with edibles can tell you, listen, this is going to kick in at this time. This is going to kick in at that time.
Well, being a edible consumer, I would suggest that you give your first bite of that edible 30 to 45 minutes. 30 to 45 minutes. And depending on how clean your system is, meaning not full of toxins, not full of tasty cakes, not full of cheesesteaks and strombolis, I'm saying you are eating right, that cannabis will kick in almost immediately. So if you have a delayed effect, that should be a sign to you that maybe you need to clean up your diet, because it doesn't take cannabis long to do anything. So why is it taking it so long for you?
I don't like that. I like to smoke. I like to, and I like to say, control my experience.
Oh yeah.
So I like the smoking aspect of it. I'm I'm cool with the vapes. That's cool, only because it's a gadget, and it take away the whole paper thing, and you could be kind of on the down low with it.
You can be discreet.
Yes, yeah, yeah. I'm cool. I'm cool with the discreet aspect of it, but like a lot of people, they don't know. So in my little journey, then I start to find out about hemp and CBD. I grew up with a whole lot of people that we smoked Reggie, right? That was the norm at first. Then
that was the standard.
that was the standard. So then it was, we got some loud, or we got something good. We got something good.
Mm-hmm.
Now we at the point where, everybody's like, the mass majority is like, if it's not loud, then I don't want to smoke it. And it's like, you the same dude that I smoke Reggie with. I don't want to hear that. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I've ran across some positive CBD that has been better than, some of the quote loud somebody gave me. So when I come in certain circles and I say, I got some CBD, a lot of people that only want to smoke THC, they like, oh, I don't want to smoke that. They don't do this for me. And it's like, there are different types of highs. And CBD is a good one.
I know, but let me stop you with the different types of highs, because
yes,
your reaction is different.
Yes.
Everyone has an endocannabinoid system. Whether you knew it or not, you have CB1 and CB2 receptors in your body right now that can readily receive or absorb cannabinoids or cannabis. So when you hear people give the reference, oh, I only want that loud, if your experience is individualized, you will not have the same experience as the person that's giving you the recommendation, because you are a different ECS.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you smoke, everybody will not react the same. It's individualized. Whereas though, when you take perks, everybody, you done. You done for a couple hours.
Well, yeah. See, we definitely gonna touch on that, because plants over pills.
Yes. Nature over chemicals.
Right.
Is what I definitely advocate.
We definitely gonna preach plants over pills on Gas Station Radio. The next time I come up here, I'm gonna have on some Rose certified plants over pills apparel that we definitely gonna try to put out there to people to start that message. Yeah.
Well, we want you to share that plants are a good thing. Vegetables have been getting a bad rap for decades. But when you get sick, what do you choose? When something is wrong, what do you choose? I don't see you grabbing a lamb chop for that cold. You're grabbing, what we got? Onions, pepper, garlic, ashwagandha, ginger. These are all things from nature that don't have a heartbeat.
Well, we got too many people out here that they be looking for that's a certain feel. And it's like that feel that you're looking for, you can get it from CBD. That's going to cure certain ailments. This is something that I just learned, that if you somebody that got back pain or leg pain or certain types of nausea or anxiety, you can smoke CBD for that. You don't have to smoke cigarettes. You don't gotta smoke Black and Milds.
Wait, you don't even have to smoke.
You
can use a topical lotion and rub it on your back or solve wherever you're experiencing pain, and the cannabis and the cannabinoids to get right in your system and start working. But you have to use it like you use your lotion. You can't just use it one time.
I used that lotion one time and I was mad because it actually worked.
It's supposed to work.
I didn't want to believe that. See, I'm one of the people that's a non-believer at first. So it took me time to believe. It was used and I was like, oh, snap. It's actually working.
Yes.
I had a little back pain and I rubbed it on my back and it worked. And I was like, oh, snap.
Right.
This thing actually worked.
Right. And it's so convenient, especially if you don't like taking pills. So at one point in my journey, I used to work out and run 15 miles a week, and also exercise. So using that lotion is great.
Yeah, it might get addictive.
No, it won't get addictive. You just don't have to ingest it, is what I'm saying. So if you are at, you're out of town or whatever, and you don't smoke or you don't want to eat it, you can rub it. Rub it on your back while you drive. Get your partner to rub it on. It's just
Yeah, they
You
got
won't be high.
yeah, they got all types of ways to man, shout out to JJ's hemp on somebody that we get to do podcasts with, and they, that place that I done been there 3-4 times. We done learned so much about CBD, what you can do with it, what you can't do with it. They actually got CBD women's products.
They have CBD products for every industry. That's another thing we'll talk about. How powerful cannabis is and what it can do. So if you don't know, I would suggest, if you want to get a little history, Google the car that was made out of hemp. If you haven't heard of that, there you go. You learned something new. There was a vehicle made out of cannabis.
And hemp is, if I'm not mistaken, isn't hemp is that's it's like stronger than metal almost.
Hemp is being used for pieces in the vehicles of Mercedes-Benz right now. It's durable. It can become or be transformed into so many things that'll get rid of everything that you're using right now. It'll replace it. It has that potential. But they don't want you to know that. Shh, don't tell nobody I told you.
Well, no. Like I'm glad that I get to be in this position and talk about cannabis the way that I get to talk about it on the radio. But I ain't trying to alert the people.
No, we just want to share cannabis.
I ain't trying to alert the people. Had the people knocking on my door.
Oh no, this is free information. I'm not sharing anything that's been redacted.
We still gotta be scared of the man a little bit. The man is coming along slowly but surely, as far as allowing people to smoke and making it recreational. What I want to know is what they going to do when people are allowed to grow their own cannabis.
What you mean? They are growing their own cannabis.
No, but I'm just saying in the form of like not being in trouble.
It's called recreation.
Yeah, but you still can't like have a grow box in your house yet. And
depending on where you live, yes, you can.
Well, shout out to all them states and cities.
You can grow.
You can do that because in Philly, if you put a grow box in your house and the electricity go up more, then so the electric company got it set up whereas though they know how much electric you're supposed to be using or what's the maximum that a house.
They forecast it based off your use.
So when you somebody that put one of them grow boxes in your house, it spike your electricity up higher than what it's supposed to be. And then what's going to happen is the electric company going to come to your house because they're going to want to know how you're using all this electricity. So I'm just giving everybody a heads up out there. If you got one of those, hopefully you got it somewhere where a lot of regular electricity isn't being used. But reason why I'm saying this is because once people get to grow it freely, then ain't nobody gonna be out here charging for them $50, $60, $70 apes.
Yes, they still will. It will continue because everybody is not going to grow. That's not what everyone wants to do. It's a select group that's into that. But the rest are consumers. They want to consume. They don't want to do the work. Who want to get up and talk to plants in the morning and water them? And some people don't have that kind of time.
I've been blessed to have been around some people that if the government gave them the green light to grow,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. They growing,
and they going,
and we cutting the middleman dead out. Ain't no more $70, $80 apes. It's all a plant. I don't understand how people's charging all this money, but that's the game.
Wait, they're factoring in, first of all, the knowledge that they possess about growing the plant, right? Then the maintenance it takes to maintain it. Then you got to dry it. Then you got to cure it. Then they have to package it. Then they have to track it from seed to sale. That's included in your price. If you want to charge, upwards of, I'd say immediate $50. Upwards of $50. They're factoring in that. Shipping and handling, me being here, offering it to you. I'm taking time out of my day. I wants to get paid, brother.
I hear all that. That's all that stuff that you just said. That's all the stuff I'm going to cut out
No, no, but no.
when I can make it myself.
Well, see, that's why I said, depending on what state you live in, you could procure some cannabis in large quantities at a lesser price because it's in abundance. It's not the secret.
Yeah, we need
smoking in the corner. No,
we
it's
definitely gonna
out
have
in
some.
open, like you drink coffee and smoke cigarettes.
We definitely gonna have some. We blessed to know some lawmakers. We done been some
Yes.
places where we go on the road
Yes,
certified
we'll
show.
talk about policy and what's going on in different states, and uh, they're doing a meeting at the New Jersey State House on Monday at 10 a.m. in response to the bill that they tried to pass to get the people to approve it. But when you read the fine print, that's what I would encourage us all. When they come out with these bills for recreation, read the fine print. Do you get to grow? Previous felons who were arrested for this plant, is their record expunged? And do you provide resources for them to get back in the game now that it's legalized?
Yeah, because I need my record expunged. I need my record expunged. I was incarcerated for intent to deliver of some marijuana some time ago in life, and it's well over 10 years, which I'm blessed to be able to get nice employment. But yeah, no, I need that on my record. I'm trying to get a dispensary. See, people like me,
Okay.
we gonna get us a dispensary. We gonna buy us a lot. We gonna grow, and we want to be able to do that.
We want to be able to offer it without you giving that arm and leg to get it. It's a
Yes.
plant.
Yes,
It's a plant. I'm not following you for portobello mushrooms. It's still a plant, correct?
still a plan.
So it's all about your perception. But a little bit more about the show. We'll talk about cannabis, but we will also discuss music. We will discuss cannabis experiences. I've had an opportunity to go to a soil cultivation class, which was very hands on, very interesting, where you produce living organic soil in 2 versions.
That experience is on YouTube right now on the Road Certified show. We went down DC.
It is.
Actually show people that we move around and people. You don't gotta just go to this person. You can learn how to grow it yourself.
Cannabis is everywhere. It really is. And it's been being used by so many people. They won't tell you. Senator McCain used it when he got sick. But he didn't tell you that it was cannabis that he used. He gave a name of a different drug. Because had he came out saying that cannabis was good for me, that goes against the grain.
Right.
We don't want you to enter into cannabis. We want you to continue to take Pfizer. We want you to continue to look for that AstraZeneca.
See, I don't even know those words.
Those are pharmaceutical companies.
I don't even know. Right.
Yes, they want to be your dealer instead of you choosing a natural alternative.
Now, wait a minute. Hold on. We on WJYN 98.5 FM. Hopefully, Uptown Radio Philly.org. Shout out to everybody watching this on YouTube,
And listening to us.
WJYN.
Yes, we are on
Listening.
FM at 98.5.
What's
WJYN.
the one you said we on hot box?
No. Oh, no.
What is it called?
Online radiobox.com. That's where we are. That's where you can listen to us on Saturdays from 3 to 4. And as the show grows and we cover different topics, our listeners will be able to chime in and comment on such topics. I'm not going to give the number yet, but I just wanted to put that out there that'll be an opportunity. And you can chime in on YouTube. I think you can respond or comment when we come out with those topics as well.
I want to shout out all the rappers that I know. So here at WJYN, this is a black owned radio station. that's in North Philly.
In the heart.
I'm on Broad Street, Broad Diamond.
If you know where that is.
We got a lot of artists in the city that everybody want promotion, right?
Yes.
Everybody want promotion. Everybody doing the YouTube and the, everybody doing the Instagram promo
You
and
on SoundCloud,
on
you
Facebook
TikTok,
and all that.
You on Snapchat, you on Twitter.
But how many of y'all could walk the Power 99 and get them to play your song? Because this is what we about to do on Gas Station Radio.
Yes.
For the local people that's in our area, you gonna come holler at your boy Free Truth Ray. You gonna give me the clean version, because this is a family run.
Yes, we want to play positive music.
Yes.
Nothing that's degrading women or our culture or advocating drug use or abuse, anything negative.
Wait a minute.
No. Cannabis is a plant.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say, because
Cannabis is a plant. Stop. Just stop. They put it in the drug category.
We had to clear that up.
They put cannabis in the drug category.
So cannabis is not a drug.
It's a plant.
It's a plant over here.
Yes.
But I just want to just put that out there that we trying to build up this radio station.
We want to build the community.
And if you somebody that believe in your craft, we gonna give you an opportunity to play your music, but we also gonna ask people to come through and donate money to a radio station that's actually gonna play your music and actually, fulfill your dream. I'm somebody that used to rap, and I would have loved if I could have turned on the radio and hear my song. Like, that would have been like
the motivation.
Oh my!
That would have instilled.
So I'm just happy that I'm a part of this opportunity to tell, the young black women, the young black boys that's in my community. I got a way to start fulfilling people's dreams in regards to, actually hearing your song being played on the radio, and try to encourage our neighborhood to invest and support
the radio show.
A black-owned radio station that's right here in North Philly.
WJYN 98.5. Not only do they advocate positive music, but they are also active in the community. They do food drives and they have different events.
Yes.
They just did a voter registration for the last election.
Right.
So I want to pause and say thank you to Miss Linda Richardson, who was the president.
Yes.
She passed away. We were allowed, I guess, given the privilege of meeting her before that time, and we attended her training. So we want to say thank you to her for approving the show and hearing us before her passing, and for this opportunity, and for everybody that's involved, and the supporters that have been supporting WJYN 98.5 Uptown Radio, Philly.org for the last couple of years.
Yes, man. We like to shout out all, I like to shout out Shay and Beast.
Oh, the LOL show.
The LOL show.
They gave us our first radio interview.
And, throughout that interview, meeting Mr. Dean. I like to shout out Mr. Dean also.
Yes.
All the people that encouraged us to do what we're doing and put us in this position where, we could actually be on FM radio and, talk cannabis education. Thank you to everybody. I'm overly humble. A lot of people know me as a cocky individual, and I can be that, but I just want to take the time to not be cocky right now, and be thankful to shout out my man Brandon, my camera guy.
Oh yeah.
I
appreciate him.
Yes, definitely got to shout my guy out, man, for helping me with my online show, the Road Certified Show, to bring this cannabis education to people, and
right, in different versions,
build my brand and build myself. So this is an opportunity for us to build our brands.
Well, to build the community as well.
And build the community at the same time. That's just too many wins altogether.
At a time such as this, with COVID-19 going on, and the isolation is at an all-time high, and it has long-term effects on you mentally and socially. So by listening to this show, hopefully you will learn more about cannabis. Right? We will share some lifestyle tips, not to condemn anybody's choices, but we will share things that would be a good alternative to what you're doing right now. That's my phone, excuse me. So, um, yeah, I like cannabis. I find it to be a solver of many problems.
Yeah, how
Many
about that?
problems.
When I'm angry, it ain't nothing like rolling up something and just chilling out and thinking about it. A lot of people they just react off of things, right?
You could consume it as a tea. You don't even have to smoke it. You could drink it in the morning. Some tea with some infused honey or agave, whatever your sugar vehicle is, sweetener is, and
Ooh,
enjoy it.
Lady Steph talking to the bougie smokers. See, so the bougie people that like cannabis, you want to put it in your tea and your this and your
You can
that.
put it in your coffee.
No, I'm trying to roll up,
Okay. Oh, I mean, but
wake and bake.
if that's what you would like to do, then
I'm trying to roll up. But
roll.
see, this the thing. What do you wake and bake? We got to actually, tell people what you wake and bake on. You can't be wake and baking on no indicas.
Some people do though.
That's crazy. But all right, so if you gonna do that, don't gotta go to work. Like I gotta go to work.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to jumpstart when you've had something like a
You can't,
Hindu Kush or a white rhino.
you can't be going to work fried in the AM. I know people that do that. They be fried on the AM.
Yeah.
No, I like to be just a little cool,
Yeah.
chill.
Have some sativa or hybrid on the side, or some CBD because it doesn't have any THC in it,
There we go,
or
man.
at least it has 0.03, which is FDA regulations. That's what's allowed.
How about?
Yeah, you smoke some CBD in the morning, some orange tangerine, you're good to go. You're good to go.
See,
You
I
won't
got
have
people.
any problem because CBD doesn't induce that psychoactive experience that you come across when you are smoking something with THC in it. That's why you feel all drunk.
Now, Bronx Bomber on our live talking about ain't nothing like some THC. But not everybody can handle THC.
It's
Bronx
a time and
Bomber.
place for
It's a
everything.
time and a place for that. Just like it's a time and a place for some Henny.
Yeah.
You can't you ain't gonna drink no Henny before you go to work. You gonna drink you some coffee or some tea or something. You gonna drink you something regular. You can't be getting fried first thing in the morning. We want to show y'all what a good they got some good sativas out there that you don't need no indicas. You cool and you good.
Like I said, it's a time and a place. You could consume that indica in the evening or after work, after surgery. You don't even have to smoke it. Like I said, it comes in many forms. If you have tincture, I just take a dropper, put it in my water bottle, shake it up, drink it. I'm good to go. You don't know what's in it. It's still clear.
Shout out
Nobody knows.
shout out
what's
my
in
guy Mooka Yup. Shout out Mooka Yup, man. Mooka Yup is definitely a part of the gas station radio.
Yes, he is.
Mooka Yup definitely gonna be up here.
You guys will get to see him
Yes.
soon enough.
Yes, we definitely gonna have my guy Mooka Yup up here, man. Shout out Why Not. He has a clothing line that he get to come up here and talk about, put out there to the people. That's one of my guys. He's Mr. THC.
Yes, he is an avid THC.
Mr. THC. He ain't trying to hear nothing about no CBD at all. Even though, I'm a CBD guy. I like CBD. But when I go around my guys, I gotta pull the THC out because sometimes as men, we beat on our chests.
Mhm.
And in this cannabis world, people want to be feeling like they got the best, right?
Mhm.
I got the
I
best.
understand. Yeah.
I got the best.
I
So
can relate to
when
that.
I come around my guys, I gotta say I got the best. Even though I still got some good CBD over here. I like the body how I feel that CBD gives off.
Yeah, you enjoy not being drunk
Yeah.
physically. when your system is drunk. That's what I'm speaking to.
You don't want to be all fried at your man crib on the couch, and then while you sleep, they taking pictures of you.
Well, yeah, we know that happens.
They drawing all on your face. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Somebody mess around, cut your eyebrows off because you fried.
Man, the things that happen on behalf of cannabis. You
Yeah.
gotta be careful. If that indica is heavy, you're gonna be asleep within an hour.
You don't want your eyebrows cut off. Get you some CBD.
You don't
Get
want to
you-
fall asleep while you're doing something important
Get
like
you some sativa.
cooking or watching your kids. You have to remain mentally alert, just in case something happens. You can respond.
Well, my man Kyle, what is it possible to smoke month is what? Top of what amount to smoke? Mr.
First
Kyle,
of all, a typical
the typical amount, it depends on your tolerance. If you
yes.
if you one of them guys that you puffing all day like you don't got no job,
Uh-oh.
right? If you don't got no job, so
No
you're able to
employment.
puff all day, then your tolerance might be higher than the person that I can't smoke all day because I got a job. So 8 hours out the day I can't do it. So my tolerance probably is different than somebody else's.
But that question is two-sided.
Oh, all right.
It's two answers because
Okay.
depending on the strain and the percentage of THC will determine your high. Some people can handle a strain that has upwards of 25% plus, and there are others who cannot. So that's the coolest thing about cannabis. It doesn't matter which one, the percentages vary, but the impact on your body is individualized. It's going to do to you what you needed to do. And
Gotcha.
you didn't even ask for it, but it's going to do it.
See that? They got, so I found out that they had cannabis for, stomach ache, nausea,
Yeah,
all these different pains.
CBG.
But you didn't even know that. So you go to the boy and you be like, yo, let me get some, whatever. And they give it to you, it's some gas. But you don't even know that gas is treating something. And you don't even know it.
Well, all cannabis consumption is medicinal. Whether you are using it as a patient or if you are using it recreationally, it's medicinal.
So it's helping you regardless.
It's helping your system anyway,
Anyway.
whether you know it or not.
See, I just want to emphasize that when you say certain times when you say certain things, I'm going to want to emphasize that just because, people don't know that. Like
Just like water.
You treating yourself.
Water is going to help you, whether you want it to or not. It's going to be beneficial to your system.
Gotta have water. Gotta be hydrated. So you definitely can't be somebody that's
Yes, you have to stay hydrated because
you smoke, especially
You could
if you like
experience-
indicas.
cotton mouth, you could experience headaches, dizziness, paranoia from THC strains. So you have to be careful. If you can't handle that and you're becoming paranoid because you've been smoking all of this wonderful loud, I'm going to share with you that THC induces paranoia. So if you consume an absorbent amount of it, you might think your hair is following you if you've been smoking for the last 2 days. Might want to
Especially if you want to
take a
drink.
tolerance break, eat some fruit or something.
You walking around with a migraine headache because you smoking, and you ain't drinking no water.
Well, look, you could take that cannabis and put it in a smoothie and consume it that way. You don't have to smoke nothing. You don't have to smoke anything. You don't have to swallow it because you can rub it on your skin. They have transdermal patches you can put on your arm that's good for 24 to 48 hours. Like, can you take Tylenol and it just be good for 2 days?
Now someone said,
No.
you can't overdose
An
on
overdose
cannabis.
of cannabis is you going to sleep. Unless you get hit in the head with a pallet of pounds of cannabis that have been pre-packaged. Yes.
Yeah, right. So
You're taking a nap. You may be hot, but
It-
that's
it ain't
that's
gonna
in
be- it
addition
ain't-
to you being dehydrated.
it ain't gonna be a death overdose.
No.
Not that. I mean, and that's let's take a step back. That's a good thing, right?
It causes you to go to sleep.
But all those pills, if you take
Yeah.
some main pills, you could overdose and die.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's be happy that cannabis is something that even if you overindulge in it, you ain't gonna die.
You gonna sit in the corner and be quiet.
Because if you overindulge in Xanax and Percocets, you're
yes.
dying.
It's not gonna be.
And I ain't spent one day in medical school, and I can tell you that.
It's not gonna be beneficial.
Right. So yes, you can't overdose on cannabis, but you are going to have an irritable feeling that you don't. If anybody who has been high out their mind, they know that it was like, oh my God, I don't want to be high no more.
But it's not an overdose. What you did was exceed your tolerance level.
Okay, so that's the proper terminology in regards to cannabis. So with other drugs,
if you exceed your tolerance level, what happens?
There we go.
Of anything.
There we go.
Anything taken or consumed in large amounts becomes negative to your system. If you are eating a 30-pound bag of apples, what's going to happen to you? It's going to relax your system later on, and all them apples is coming back out.
Right.
That's what cannabis is going to do. When it exceeds your tolerance, it's going to shut you down, so you can absorb all those cannabinoids that you just been smoking and eating or drinking or rubbing on.
Okay.
You'll wake up a little later. I don't know. Some people wake up days later. It's pretty powerful. But what it will do is sit you down so you can really, really, really rest. When was the last time you rested instead of going to sleep? There is a difference. If you don't get to that third realm of REM sleep, you're not resting. You just close your eyes for a nap.
I went to sleep like 10, 11 last night. I think I got up at like 10, 11 today. I think I slept like a whole 12.
You got some rest.
I don't usually get to do that because I gotta get up and go to work. But that's because I smoked good before I went to sleep.
But you ate.
Yeah.
And you had some water. So even with cannabis, you should eat balanced. Don't get me wrong, you need a fat to kind of speed up that absorption into your blood cells, but you can still eat right. Like I wouldn't infuse no chitlins. Like, come on, though.
See, but there's people out there that want to infuse the chitlins.
I would not do that.
You got people out there that once you show people how to infuse stuff, because we're gonna show people how to infuse stuff. They're gonna be trying to infuse everything.
Yes. But you can't do that because if you forget and people come and consume your food and they over in the corner, what happened to grandma? Oh, she had that smack and cheese. Oh.
Birds of a feather flock together. You should automatically know when you come around cannabis people that's
you should ask the question, is anything in here infused that I need to know about or stay away from?
Especially if you come around me. You come around me, I'm gonna hand you something and see if you can stand it. And I might hand you something that I can't even stand. But because people always want to be so ain't about nothing, this whatever. All right, ain't about nothing, this whatever. Okay, take this cookie.
Oh yeah. The different potency levels of cannabis can increase depending on how you are consuming it. So if you are consuming a concentrate, depending on which one it is, you will still be high, but some of them have different effects on your body.
That's what people need to know. Listen, when you go and get these edibles from these people, ask them what they put in it. You know, when I give somebody an edible, I tell them, you know, what it is. You know what I'm saying? I tell them how long it's going to take and you know how long it's going to take for them to get knocked out. Because people would take an edible and they be done. They be done. So you
Shout
can't do
out to Renee. Oh, I know who this is. This is my friend. Yes. Also, I want to add to your statement that tinctures help avoid hangovers when drinking and rejuvenate you quickly. That also lemons and peppercorns also reduce the effects of THC.
Bring it down. We need some bring it down.
So you ever see that person that's shaking and extra hot undressing because they have exceeded their tolerance level? Get them some lemon zest and some peppercorns. 2 peppercorns. Bring that high right on down.
Y'all see that? We got some bring you down.
Right on down. But
Some
yeah,
of y'all need to be brought
could,
down.
You could take a CBD tincture before, go smoke, and it'll level off the THC when you go to consume it in a different vehicle. You're smoking it or eating it. It'll balance it out. That's what the CBD does. It'll balance it out.
No, some of y'all need to be balanced out, man.
Right. You don't need to be too high. But you got to understand, like, cannabis is really used for physical ailments that are terminal. Like, this is some really powerful stuff.
No, you don't want to go give your grandma no THC when she could have been smoking some CBD. Or we just did an interview with somebody, and the guy was smoking Marlboros, and I'm like, yo, you don't gotta smoke no Marlboros. They got CBD and hemp cigarettes.
High, that's 100 milligrams. That's pretty high.
So that's dope, right? Like,
yes.
You don't gotta smoke no nicotine. You can smoke the CBD, and then when you want to smoke your THC, then you vape or roll your right. THC up,
or not, because it's your choice. You could just be CBD all the time, and it don't matter because it's your choice and it's your business.
You trying to stop cigarette smoking? I'm trying to stop it. You smoke cigarettes, you come around me. I don't like it. I don't want to be around it. Don't do it. Any circles that I be in, we don't like it, and I'm hating it.
Well, cigarettes that's a hard pill to swallow. And
people have oral fixations. So if you have an oral fixation, let's habitually put some CBD in your hand.
It subconsciously becomes a need, and that's where you have to address it.
You know, that's my thing. You know what I mean?
But every other pack, do a pack of CBD cigarettes and see how you feel afterwards. I'm not telling you to quit and go cold turkey.
I'm trying to tell you to quit, go cold turkey.
Renee says CBD is best for counteracting effects of. Did you want to say THV or THC? I don't know if that was a typo. Oh, what was that? Y'all remember? 4 finger ounces. Oh.
4. Wow. Somebody showing their age.
Oh man.
Somebody showing their age talking about.
Shout out to whoever sent that comment.
Yeah. Things ain't the thing. Things is different now, man.
They got pretty bags, different names.
So remember growing up, right? Your mom, your dad, or whoever, right? They used to get the brown bag, right? Mm-hmm. Then we had little nicks. Mm-hmm. Then they came out with jars. Mm-hmm. Now they got the evolution of packaging. The evolution of packaging cannabis is at an all-time high right now. I'm talking about they got Fruity Loops, Fruit Pebbles,
Cheetos,
they got a
chocolate bars.
They got a name and a colorful bag for everything. I'm talking about the way they're marketing.
Oh yeah, so it's very pleasing to the eye.
People are buying because of the cute little bag.
You pick at things that look good to you, right?
Yeah.
So if that bag look nice, then you be like, ooh, that look like it might be a good strain to try. And you might try it.
And you just trying it because it's all cute.
But I would say smell it and look at the nugs.
I mean, of course, that's what you want to do, right? I mean, it smell good. And that's another thing I don't like. Reggie smelled good too, and y'all smoked it. So I've been around some CBD that was so beautiful that I knew if I put it in one of them cute little bags, and I told somebody,
"Oh yeah, it's a go."
Hey, look, this is some good treat. They're gonna look at it, they're gonna smell it, they're gonna smoke, and they're gonna be happy.
Yes.
They're gonna be happy.
Yes, but they will still be able to get that to-do list done. They're not gonna be sitting in the corner.
And that's what I'm trying to show people. Like, yo, man. He might have gave you some CBD that time, man. You thought it was THC. And I ain't talking about that gas station CBD, that dried out CBD. I ain't talking about that CBD you get on South Street. No, I ain't talking about that.
That's not CBD. They said it's tobacco. That's how you have to ask for it. It's tobacco.
Oh, all right.
They can't offer you
All right,
as hemp
so
or cannabis. It's tobacco.
because I'm out here on this journey and I'm trying to inform people, I went down South Street and I went to every smoke shop on South Street, and every last one of them said that they did not want to answer no questions about their products, even though I was looking right at it. So I can't big none of y'all up, talk about none of y'all. High Hemp Cafe spoke to us though.
They allowed us to come into the store.
They allowed us to come into the store and talk to them. I said we could come and do a podcast with them in the whole nine. So I can only attest to High Hemp Cafe. All that other stuff that people got, I can't do that. I can't do that. They didn't even want to talk to me. They felt like they were doing something illegal. And then everything they had in there was all dried up and nasty.
All of their accessories were geared towards the cannabis consumer.
Yeah, but they said it's tobacco. They got raw papers and trays.
Who rolling up Newports?
Nobody rolling up on New.
Let me get some Marlboros and these Juicy J's. We're not doing that. That doesn't make any sense.
The man had a cookies tray in his store.
But that's not what it was for.
But he said, I can't talk about that because I got kids and my daughter goes to. He started talking about his daughter and everything. I couldn't wait to get out of there. I was like, this man is full of himself.
Right. But you're selling one of the most addictive substances on the planet. You're offering nicotine in cigarettes.
I didn't get that. But it's cool because now that the cannabis community is growing, now that
education is
Uptown Radio has a cannabis show, WJYN 98.5. You know what I mean? The gas station radio on Saturday from 3 to 4. Can't talk about y'all. We only want to talk about the people that can actually talk about it and actually willing to educate my people on what it is, so we can get rid of that negative what is it, stigmatism?
Yes.
I gotta work on my proper pronunciation. I feel like only time I could talk customer service is when I'm at work on the phone. For some reason, my body got a work switch. So because I'm not at work right now, it's like my words not working. I can't explain it.
It's off.
Yeah, it's like my words off. Like, shout out Mr. Massey at Simon Gratz. He was the best.
Ooh, Mr. Massey.
He was the best English teacher in the world.
Well, hold on. So we really are from Philly in real life.
Yeah,
we not on the show saying we from Philly. No, we are from Philly on the show.
I went to M. Hall Stanton Elementary at 16th and Cumberland. We was on. They did I Am a Promise HBO special on my elementary school when I was young. I'm from around here.
I went to Simon Gratz.
So
yeah,
I'm trying to. I was the little nerd boy. Now look, the little nerd boy got a radio show, and y'all rap. I'm trying to put y'all on. Trying to have everybody tune in, listen to your song, let us know if it's hot or not.
Yeah, let's get these listeners up so they can listen to your show
and build up our community. We about to do something to build up our community. I couldn't be in a better position. I'm in a position in a radio station in the hood that I grew up in to better my people.
To provide an outlet. No more will things be secretive. Oh, somebody said, no. This is what it really is. This is what was said. And now you can make a conscious decision instead of going off of other people's opinion of it. How about that?
I want everybody to shine. So being able to be in a position where I can help people shine.
Right.
I'm ecstatic.
We like spoken word too.
I definitely like spoken word. You want them
poetry and
listen, all that love stuff. Listen, guys, we like take our girl on a date, spoken word. We say some old love stuff. I might have to steal one of y'all lines for my girl. So yeah, I like spoken word too, because y'all got some nice lines that I might want to steal. Give y'all an outlet too. You know what I'm saying?
We're also going to cover mental health. Yes, because mental health is not talked about amongst us. And when we see someone experiencing something mentally, we talk about them. I would like us to not do that anymore. Like inquire, ask them, how are you feeling? Because thoughts lead to feelings and feelings leads to actions. So if you're thinking about something negative, It makes you feel negative, and now I'm about to punch you in your face. Come on, you got to start in here. I've been working on this since the beginning of 2020, and I think I got it down.
Listen to Lady
I think I
Steph.
got it down.
She said it starts up in here.
Yeah,
How about
it's in the
that?
mind first.
As soon as you get mad, get you an indica. I'm advising all mad people, go get you an indica.
Get you an indica.
Go get you an indica and calm down.
Yeah, and be aware of your emotional state, because your emotions can either help you or harm you. You ever seen somebody mad and and they sick all the time? How are you never happy? You don't ever smile? There's nothing that brings joy to your life. If not, hopefully the gas station radio show can be that outlet for you. Anger makes you acidic, people. It goes right into your bloodstream.
Yeah.
Ah,
Walking
you don't
around
want
mad
that.
all the time.
Yeah.
Walking around upset all the time.
I
No.
want you to be happy. That's what cannabis does. It makes you happy. When you open a package of cannabis, whether it's in edible form, it's in a form of concentrate or flowers or juice, when you inhale, you're smelling the cannabinoids. You're smelling the flavor of what you're about to consume. Now, when I had surgery, they gave me some Percocets. I opened the bottle and it stank.
Mm.
I don't like the way it smells. It's very off-putting and the taste is horrible, in my personal opinion.
No,
But using cannabis, oh, I'm happy all the time.
I took a perk.
It makes me smile.
I was knocked out. I
It made
gave
me
that.
nauseous.
I got rid of that whole bottle.
I
I
didn't
said,
like
I'm
it.
cool. I said, I'm just gonna take Tylenol. I had dislocated my arm, and they had gave me some perks, and I took one, and my arm really stopped hurting. But I was out. I didn't like how I felt, so I was like, no, I'm gonna just take. I said, I'm gonna just take Tylenol and just deal with the pain until it go. And I just smoked a whole lot,
Yeah,
and
I agree.
I was cool. I just like, no, I ain't no pill boy.
Well, look, perk drove me to cannabis. How about that? Because they gave that to me, I said, I don't want to take this anymore. I need something else.
Yeah,
Something
I
different.
couldn't do it. It's like, no. Even the people that do like perks and Xannies growing up, I didn't like. They did it behind my back. Like if I got any friends that do that, they did it behind my back because they didn't do it with me. Anybody who knew me, they came around me and it was like roll up with a loud ad. That's that. Anybody that wanted to try that different stuff, no, they did that behind my back. They didn't tell me, or they wasn't even comfortable being around me talking about that because they know how strongly I feel about that's drugs. And those drugs, like no, like that's drugs. Like you on drugs. So I grew up with people. I grew up with people that they were on drugs. Some of them are happy that they can talk about it and say that they lived through the experience. And we can't judge people who at one time they was doing that. That's why I with Rose Certified, I had plants over pills. I want to push cannabis over the perks and the Xannies in our area. There's too much of that going on.
Right. It's tearing our youth apart. The youth are the future. So if we don't have any youth, then what do we have?
Let's get them some CBD. Chill out. Y'all need to chill. You know what I mean? Then get some THC later on. Mix it so you ain't walking around all fried. Like how you outside hustling or whatever you doing and you fried. You all focused. You can't be outside watching for the ops and watching for the cops. And you fried. You off point. You can smoke you some CBD on the block and at least you alert. Get you some sativa. Smoke you that indica when you're in the house. But no, y'all outside on indicas all day walking around all fried. And then you mad when you off point. But that's we gotta get to the youth somehow, right? So you gotta talk their language first to get to them. So my thing is, if you watching out for the ops and the cops, that's the new words, right? Everybody watching out for the ops. How you watching out for the ops and you always fried? Can't do that. Can't do that.
Right.
So listen,
We want to thank you for listening to the Gas Station Radio Show today. And you can find us at WJYN 98.5 on FM. You can find us on YouTube at WJYN 98.5. You can stream us on Alexa and say, play Uptown Radio Philly, Alexa. And you can find us on onlineradiobox.com. I am the lovely host at Lady Steph 215.
yo, it's your boy Free Truth Ray. Our first show.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for
Congratulations.
listening.
Thank you for the comments. Everybody on YouTube, Renee, just wonderful to be here, and we look forward to growing.
Yes.